Today's our third and final day looking at John 10 verses 11 to 18, where Jesus says, I am the good shepherd. And today our verse we're going to highlight is verse 16, which tells us an additional aspect to who Jesus is. He says, I have other sheep that do not belong to this fold. I must bring them also, and they will listen to my voice. So there will be one flock, one shepherd. So what is Jesus referring to, or more accurately, who is Jesus referring to when he says he has other sheep that don't belong to this fold? Well, he's talking about Gentiles. He's talking about those of us who are not Jewish. And Jesus is saying, I must bring them also, and they will listen to my voice. So there'll be one flock, one shepherd. One of the shocking aspects of Jesus' ministry was that he came not just for the lost sheep of the house of Israel, if you will, but also for other sheep, for Samaritans and for Greeks. And we see that in John's gospel as well, of Jesus' encounter with the woman of Samaria and his healing of a son of a Gentile. And we're going to hear later in this gospel of Greeks who want to see Jesus. So it's important for us as Christians to understand that Jesus and the Father, they want as many people as many sheep in the flock, if you will, as possible. And then in verses 17 and 18, Jesus comes back to the theme again of, for this reason my Father loves me, because I lay down my life in order to take it up again. No one takes it from me, but I lay it down of my own accord. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it up. So 4 different times in verses 11 through 18, we hear Jesus say in John chapter 10, he's the good shepherd. He's going to be laying down his life for the sheep 4 times, because John doesn't want us to be surprised at what will happen during Jesus' passion. So Jesus, as the good shepherd, he lays down his life for the sheep. He knows his own, and his own know him. He has sheep that don't belong to this fold yet. They're not here yet, and he wants to bring them in. Jesus is this loving, self-sacrificing shepherd who is inclusive and trying to draw in not just Jews, but non-Jews, Samaritans, Greeks, and Gentiles. And he will lay down his life for you and for me and for the whole flock. Jesus truly is a good shepherd. And a final thought about Jesus as a good shepherd is cattle can be driven. You may have seen that in movies, whether old westerns with John Wayne or a movie like City Slickers with Billy Crystal, but cattle are driven. You can't drive sheep. Sheep have to be led. And Jesus is saying, and using this image as a good shepherd, I am the one you want to follow, and I will lead you and be an example to you in the way that you need to go.